Today we have 5 of the most powerful vassals in 1066. I recently did one for 867, so I wanted to show you all some of the characters you might not have tried in 1066 as well. As playing as a vassal is 99% of the time just so much more fun than starting as an independent ruler. And remember, if you have any other characters not mentioned here, be sure to let me know in the comments. But before we do get started, a quick word from our sponsor. Opera GX is a web browser I've actually been using for the past few weeks, and it's perfect for those who play games or simply just want to limit the amount of resources your browser can use. By using the GX control tab, you can limit the amount of RAM, CPU, and network resources, so your games can run smooth with as many tabs open as you like. It also has loads of integrations with things like Messenger, WhatsApp, Discord, and Twitter just on the sidebar, giving you easy access to them, which is super useful for myself for keeping up with my Discord. And I have also been using the music player integration. I just logged into my YouTube account and you have YouTube music playing right there. And it does also work for other streaming platforms too, like Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, and any others you might want to try. And it's really been made so easy to just customize the browser to look however you want. You just simply click on the button in the top right, switching from light mode to dark mode, changing the colors, or just use the preset themes if you prefer. Plus, there's a whole page dedicated to showing you the latest game deals and release dates, which is just really helpful to keep up to date with everything. And I can also get GX Mobile that easily links to the desktop version, and it just works really well, and I couldn't recommend this browser enough. So remember, it's the first link in the description. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So first up, we have Matilda of Tuscany, and this is 100% one of the best vassal starts in all of Crusader Kings 3. You start in the Holy Roman Empire, starting with a pretty powerful 3,300 troops, and a lot of freedom as well to set your game up. But I do really suggest marrying Gavril, as he's the son of the Duke of Tequila, and he does also have the Genius trait, which, you know, Genius is probably the best perk you can get end of. And you will start with a diplomacy education trait, so going into the diplomacy tree and using this to make as many friends in the HRE as possible will really help your case in the future if you do decide to overthrow and take the empire for yourself. The first move for you though will probably be most likely expanding and trying to form the Kingdom of Italy, as the people ruling the other counties will definitely have inferior armies, making it pretty easy to achieve. And honestly, in all of our multiplayer HRE games, AI Matilda has literally caused non-stop problems, so I think it's a character everybody should try at least once. Now next up we have Prince Robert the Old. You start ruling over the Duchy of Burgundy. Now, this isn't the traditional power in terms of having massive amounts of land. Although you're not exactly small, you can still win wars on your neighbours. But if you check the title inheritance of the French title, you're third. So a focus on intrigue to get the title is what I'd suggest. Plotting to kill the current ruler and his siblings before they do have the chance to have any children. It is a bit of a challenge, but it's certainly possible and can literally shoot you from the Duke to the King in no time. And another great thing about this character is that you do start with 4 unmarried children, and I mean you can get some stupidly powerful alliances with the likes of Denmark and Sweden. So if you don't go with the intrigue route to get the title, you can always just attack with Denmark and Sweden by your side, which is going to make you more powerful than any other vassal of France guaranteed. Number 3 today we have Parakkirama of the Pandya Raj. Starts of course under Chola in India, and this is a pretty good start if you do want to play tall, as you start with Midas touched, and the 3 counties you have are highly developed. You have 25 in 2 and the other one being 30 development, which is a pretty incredible start. And if you decide to marry for an alliance, you should already have more power than your liege. But hey, that's no fun to do straight away, so focusing on your fellow vassals first is the way to go. Collecting even more highly developed land, and soon you'll be making hundreds of gold a month and be well on your way to form the Deccan Empire. So next up we have Caliph Al-Qa-I'm of the Sunni Caliphate, the last living ruler of the Abbasid dynasty under the now Seljuk Empire. And I think compared to the rest, this is a start where you really will spend more time as a vassal, mainly due to just the sheer amount of power your liege has. Of course, he does start out at war with the Byzantine Empire, so it really could be worth offering to join and increasing his opinion of you, as you're probably going to want to make some friends inside the empire while you slowly take over the other vassals, and of course, eventually challenge for the throne. Now, you start with around 2,000 troops, and you will always start with the Saeed trait, which further goes to help you by granting you a little extra opinion with people in the same faith. And with this character, you will start with some vassals underneath you as well, which definitely just makes this character a lot more interesting than some of the others. Plus, it does start in one of the most interesting areas in 1066. And finally, we have Nikephoros of Athens, easily one of the most powerful vassals of the Byzantine Empire. Plus, you're a nice pink color, so what more do you really need? What's so nice about this start is that you already have a mine, instantly giving you an extra 3 gold a month and a 10% development growth. And eventually, with enough upgrades, this could be giving you an extra 9 gold a month, which is pretty insane for just a single building slot. And when you do start, you will have around 1,500 troops and 3 unmarried children. So once again, alliances or traits is completely up to you, but there is definitely some really powerful allies out there. And just like in number 4, you do have your own vassals, but this time they're all mayors, so you can simply revoke them without having the tyranny loss. See, and I did say tyranny this time. I hope that's right this time. I had a lot of people commented in my last building tall video about the way I said it. I said tyranny, which is clearly wrong, so tyranny. But yeah, I feel like with a lot of these, there's not loads to say about them, but I just wanted to show them all to you. So hopefully you'll found at least one more character that might be of interest to you. But I do just want to say a massive thank you for watching, and just a massive thank you for all the amazing support recently. It's been absolutely incredible, and I can't thank you all enough. But anyway, of course, I want to end the video with a massive thank you to all the channel members. We have Bayek Von Quark, Arcane, Damien, Intermia1, Irrelevant, Luke Jarrett, and Zigadelic. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.